Hello everyone and welcome back to JavaScript lessons on Codecademy. So now that we have learned a few basics of programming in JavaScript, we will be making our own little sort of adventure game. So let's get started. Let's see what our tasks are. So we are going to be asking the user some questions and asking them for input to see how the results should come out. So let's see. It's always polite to ask your user if they're ready to play. Sorry, not to plan. Using the confirm command, make sure your user is ready to play. For example, I would use the sentence "I'm ready to play" and add whatever phrase you would like in the confirm. So how we do this is we use the confirm, then we have parentheses, and in the parentheses we put, I don't know, I am ready to play. Oops, I am ready to play. Now let's C7 submit and we can do OK. So what this tells us here is that we will be building onto this each time, so we shouldn't be editing anything that we have done. So make sure you don't do that. So let's move on. So now we need to check if you're old enough to play. So let's actually see the examples. First, we will use the prompt to ask a user for their age like this. So how you do a prompt is by using the prompt command or function. And in this case, we actually want to store it under the variable age. Then we will use an if and elif statement based on the age of the user. Here's an outline of the code, blah blah blah, which we've already seen before, so we know how to do it, hopefully. So under the existing code, declare a variable age. So let's do that, var age, and we need to make it equal to something, hopefully. Make age equal to the prompt. There we go. What's the prompt? What's your age? Okay. Oops, we need to make that a string actually. So what's your age? I will put a question mark there. Actually, should I? No, I'm not going to, because I think that it's going to be specific. And then write an if-else statement. If age is less than 13, use console.log to tell the user that they're allowed to play, but you take no responsibility. Else use console.log and give them an encouraging message to play on. Okay, so how we do this is by using if and else. So we'll put these like I normally do. And then have in the if, we have if age equals 13. Oh no, if it's less than 13, then we need to do something, and if it's anything else, then we need to do something else. What we need to do in that something else, or in that something, is do console log, which basically just puts whatever we want to the screen. And we have what we need to do here is I don't know what to say. You're playing this on your own. I don't know. I actually don't know what to say here. So you're under age, but you can still kind of play, I guess. I'm just going to do that because I can't think of anything else to say right now. And else, you are ready to play. There we go. So let's see what happens now, hopefully. No, let's put 14 and you're ready to play. So that's good. So let's move on. Adding some story. Let's set up the scene for your story. Under all your previous code, print out the following introduction exactly as it is written. So how we need to do this is, again, use console log as before and put that whole thing. Oh, it already is in the it is already made as a string, so we will put it in. I don't actually know why there's a single quote there, quotation mark. Oh, it's because, okay, I see why. Good. Let's see what else we need to do. Print so using console log, remember that so we need to keep it between the quotes. Okay, so this should be fine. What if we do 12? Okay, so everything works so far. So let's move on. First move. Next, your user is about to talk to Justin Bieber. Oh, that's fun. Under your existing code, print out the storyline. Suddenly, Bieber stops and says, "Who wants to race me?" Sure. So we need to print that out again. And then declare a variable user answer. So var user answer. How I would normally declare variables is putting a capital there as well, because it's just a personal preference, but many people do that for classes instead, so I guess you might not want to do that. So var user answer equals to a prompt, which is going to be, do you want to race Justin Bieber on stage? Okay, sure. So that actually I will just copy and paste it because that's quicker. There we go. And I will put the semicolon there because we need it. This will be the question that you ask your user. So if we save and submit, let's do that. 15. Do you want to raise Justin Bieber on stage? No. Okay. We don't do anything with that input yet, but we will do something afterwards, I hope. But for now, we get no output or no result from that. So let's move on. The story heats up. Now you have to create different scenarios. Good thing we know how to do that using if and elif statements. If user answer is yes, print out you and Justin Bieber start racing, blah blah blah. Otherwise, print out that. Remember, one equal sign is for assignment and triple equal sign is to check if things are equal. That's quite important because otherwise you might not get the syntax error and you might be confused. So let's do this. So we have an if and then an else. And in the if, we have if user answer is yes, then we want to do console.log. Oops, log, not lob key. What's our first thing? So if yes, we need to do that. Otherwise, i.e. if no, we need to do something else. Oh, that already had quotation marks on it, so I need to remove my own ones. Then we need to do console.log again and do that. So let's see what happens. I'm ready to play. What's your age? 15? No. And there we go. I actually wonder what would happen if we enter something other than that. So something like that. So oh yes, because we have if it's yes, then do that. But if it's anything else other than yes, so that includes anything random, then do whatever is in the else. So hopefully we can fix that. I think that we might be going into some elif statements, hopefully, maybe. So let's see. It is worthwhile asking your user for feedback. So we need to create a variable called feedback and prompt the user to rate your game out of 10. Okay, so I guess we're not going to do elif or else if statements, and I actually don't know how to do them. Hopefully we'll learn later on in the course. So let's see for now. So variable feedback, we need to set it to a prompt, not prompts, prompt. What would you rate my game out of 10, I'm guessing? Cool, we've done that. If feedback is greater than 8, print out thank you, we should race at the next concert. So let's do that. If feedback triple equals, or no, is greater than 8, so if it's 9 or 10, technically, then do this. Again, console log. Thank you, we should race at the next concert. I will just copy and paste that because it's the simplest thing to do. And then otherwise print out, oops, we don't need a colon. Otherwise you need to console log something else, which is I'll keep practicing coding and racing. Okay, so let's see what happens now. What's your age? Do you want to race Justin Bieber on stage? Yes, why not? What would you rate my game out of 10? 9. Thank you, we should race at the concert, at the next concert. So that works fine. So congratulations, you have just programmed your first game. That is incredibly impressive. So it isn't that difficult to program a simple game, even with what we know so far. So if we can learn just a few more things, such as else if, we'll be able to make a pretty good game. And you can experiment to do some things at home as well. You don't have to just watch what I'm doing and copy. So try that out. You can actually have a lot of fun with programming. That is why I love programming and I love doing these videos for you guys. So let's save and submit code and see what happens. So let's do 18 this time. Do you want to race Justin Bieber on stage? No. What will you rate my game out of 10? And let's put a 3. So I'll keep practicing coding and racing. So we also get the badge, and yeah, that's good. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please click the like button. If you didn't like it, please click the dislike button and tell me in the comments down below what you didn't like about the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments down below as well. So until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.